Hello lovely people, welcome to Stella's Yarn Universe. In this tutorial I'll show you how to embroider a nose for your doll. I'll be demonstrating this on my new Artemis doll, but you could use this technique for any of my doll patterns, any of the newer ones that have embroidered faces. So I'll hope you enjoy it and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And so you need the same yarn that you used for the doll, the same yarn you used for the head, same color. And we need 2 pins, an embroidery needle. I highly recommend a pair of small scissors like this one. They could also be flat, which may be even better. And scissors. Take a piece of yarn. About 12 inches or 30 centimeters should be enough. And then we divide it into 2. So I have Shapius Katona here, which has 4 strands. But I'll only need 2. So I divide it into 2. We can try to straighten it out a bit. We'll do more of that as we embroider. But for now this should be enough. So we need the 2 pins to mark the center of the head. First we mark the vertical center. So we stitch through from the top down. It's not important where the pin goes as long as it's down the center. So we'll place the nose in the center. And then we mark the horizontal center. So we can also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 between rounds 6 and 7. So it's not quite we don't quite divide the head in half and half. I'm leaving the lower part a bit longer. And this is just because we can adjust the height of the forehead later when we attach the hair, but we can't do anything about it if we don't have enough chin left here. So that's why usually eyes are more in the center of the head, I believe, but I'm going slightly higher. And this is where we'll later embroider the eyes. But for now we focus on this lower part. And we divide this part again into 2. And that's where the base of the nose goes, so the lowest part of the lower part of the nose. I also calculate this way that I want at least 3 rounds of chin underneath the nose. And that's where the mouth goes as well. So there needs to be enough space for everything. So 1, 2, 3. So we could place the nose here. Now, yeah, then we'll definitely have 3 rounds for the mouth and chin. So I'm making a stitch, a horizontal stitch that's about 2 stitches wide. And for this stitch, you can go in between stitches if you want. Later, it will be better to stitch through the fibers of the yarn to have more control over where your stitches go. So once you're happy with the placement, you can also look at it from the side and imagine, if you're a visual person, to see how it would look if the nose would end here slightly underneath and then go to somewhere here. So if you're happy with the placement, you can remove the pins. And now we bring the needle through and we pull until both ends are even, because we'll use both to do the embroidery. The one that's on your needle now can be a little bit longer than the other maybe, but if they're even, it will be fine. So this stitch that I just made, I will repeat 2 more times. Of course, you can also make the stitch wider or narrower, so this stitch determines the width of the nose. So depending on how you want to shape it, you can adjust. That's one. And 2. So this is now the base of the nose. And from here, it's better if the yarn isn't as twisted. So I'll untwist it as best as I can. And now in the next step, we'll wrap the yarn around these 2 stitches that we just made. So I'm going underneath and I'm trying not to twist the yarn, although it would not be a big issue if it twists at this point, because these are not the final wings of the nose yet. We're just still embroidering the base of the nose, as I call it for this purpose. So we work our way to the other side. This might take about 6 stitches, maybe more or less. And we just neatly line up the stitches one next to the other. Until we reach the other side here. So now we have this nice little base that gives the nose a bit of height. So with the next wrap that we do, we insert our needle here at the side, and we bring it out centered about 2 rounds above this base that we just made. And here I'm trying not to bring the needle out in between stitches, but catch a few fibers of the yarn to have more control over exactly where it goes. And of course you can go higher if you want to make a longer nose, or shorter for a shorter nose. So that again depends on the shape of the nose you want to embroider. But it should be centered, this stitch. So just checking that it's centered, and that's looking good. So now we'll embroider the bridge of the nose. So for this, we'll insert the needle centered again, slightly underneath the horizontal base of the nose, and we bring the needle out close to the previous exit point that marks the root of the nose, but slightly to the left and slightly underneath. So I'm not bringing it out one whole stitch below the root, but kind of half a stitch below, and shift it towards the left, but quite close to the previous exit point. And here we really don't want the yarn to twist, so I hold it in place with my thumb and then carefully pull the yarn through, and then we go through this center point underneath the nose again, and this time we bring the needle out on the other side, so slightly to the right of the root of the nose and slightly below, trying to make it symmetrical to the previous stitch. And again, we don't want to twist the yarn here, so it's best to have two nice strands next to each other, so I'm holding them in place with my thumb as I pull it through. Now we'll insert the needle again, centered at the lowest point of the nose, and we bring the needle to the back of the head. So if you will add hair to the doll, then it doesn't really matter where the needle comes out. If your doll is bald, then you may want to bring it out somewhere in between stitches so you can later hide the yarn end, or you can weave it in. And for this stitch, it's again important not to twist the yarn. So I hold it in place and carefully pull it through. And unthread the needle. Also, the pliers can be used to shape the nose a bit, but we can do more of that in the end. Now we thread the other end. The reason I'm embroidering with both ends is because this yarn is made for crocheting and knitting, but not for embroidering, so it may fray and break, and so we don't want to do too much embroidery with one end. And so now we embroider the wings of the nose. We can already see the base of the nose that already looks like wings. So if you want, you can also just leave it like that if you don't want to make more pronounced wings. If you do, then you can follow along with me. So I go underneath this nose base and wrap the yarn around, again trying not to twist it, and I repeat this once more. And then I go through this lowest point of the nose to bring it to the other side, and I repeat this here. So I wrap the yarn again twice around the other side to embroider the other wing of the nose. And with the second wrap, I bring the needle out again at the center point to make the final stitch. And for that, I insert the needle at the root of the nose and bring it through to the back of the head. Because I'll add hair later, I have the needle come out close to this other yarn end, so I can just tie them and cut them short, and they will the ends will be hidden underneath the hair. If your doll is going to be bald, then you want to bring it out exactly at the same spot, or just weave in the ends, whatever you prefer. So this is the final stitch. So here it's very important not to twist the yarn. So just hold that in place and carefully pull. And that's it. Pliers are also useful for shaping the nose a little more. You can even make little nostrils. And that's it, then we can tie the ends together. And cut them short. So this is the nose done. In my next tutorial, I will show you how to embroider the mouth.